In other words, to say that God creates evil, we do not believe that he actually creates this thing called evil,
Hmm.
and evil is a privation. And so there's not something that God creates and it's called evil. Evil is something that is not in conformity with his nature, so, and violates his law or whatever. So it's more of action that is in disconformity to the standard, which is God. So it's not something that he actually creates out of his nature. So I would say that your statement in regards to God creates anything that's consistent with his nature, God creates evil, therefore God is evil, or something to that effect, I would say that doesn't follow, since the Christian position, we do not hold that there's this positive ontological essence of evil that God
Hmm.
creates.
Now, the reason why I'm saying this here is because his critique, if I remember correctly, was to show that God creates things that are consistent with his nature. God creates evil, therefore God is evil. His attempt to show that God is evil based on his understanding of what he thinks Christians believe about evil is actually an external critique of the Christian worldview. See, from within the Christian worldview, within the Christian context, right? Our worldview must be allowed to define its own categories. If you define categories that are external to the Christian worldview, and then you impose those standards upon the Christian worldview, you're engaging in an external critique. And of course, that's not going to be sufficient when you're engaging in worldview analyses, okay?